From the heart of the Lowcountry, where the moss hangs low and the vibes get weird after dark. It's just Brian and Gina, unfiltered, unhinged, and probably a little too honest for daytime. No script, no guests, just laughs, rants, and whatever else slips out after sunset. Broadcasting from the Coastal Solutions Media Studios in Hardyville, South Carolina. This is Lowcountry Unscripted, After Dark.
All right, Lowcountry, what is going on? Welcome back to Lowcountry's Unscripted After Dark Edition. My name is Brian. If you don't know her by now, say hello, Gina, and tell them something they don't know.
What's up, Lowcountry? It is After Dark. We are ready to vibe and talk about some viral trending topics that happened this week. One being the Ringgold police use of force video went viral, so that's never good. The coastal flooding and weather issues that we're going to be having due to some straight up stalled storms.
Stalled weather, yeah. We talk about Bluffton Parkway. They unfortunately lost their life, and it's kind of an odd situation, but the 13th this year in Beaufort County, too many.
Definitely.
And big topic, and this comes back by popular demand. We've had some requests. We're going to dive deeper into what's going on with the Jasper County School District and the person that was responsible for this investigation to start. Today, they have voted. We're going to talk about the results, period. And after that, we're going to kind of tie it all up with the Savannah Hilton Head Airport has made an announcement today. It's and it's gonna it has to do with our economy. I mean, it's we're booming, and our infrastructure is behind. And so stick with us till the end, and we'll talk to you about the airport expansion project.
Pretty exciting stuff.
So, but at the top of our list over the weekend, Gina, I was just scrolling around and
Same.
and I stopped and I'm like, Gina, have you seen this video
And I
of
had.
the Ringgold? I didn't think you had.
No, I had seen it, and you mentioned it to me. I had just gotten home from work, and I'm like, yeah, I actually just heard about it.
I was like,
But
yeah,
I didn't really watch it. I just heard that they got a viral video of
well,
some
I
cop
turned the
beating the
volume
crap
up
out of some guy.
and watched it with Gina. I turned the volume up, and let's
Pretty
just
brutal.
say,
Brutal.
let's just say that this guy was, I mean, and look, I worked in law enforcement. Okay, this guy was probably the epitome of surrendering. The officer told the suspect to put his hands behind his back, get on his stomach, get his hands behind his back, and surrender. And he said, "Which side, sir?"
And he sounded terrified.
Which side?
And scared.
Those were his exact words. Which side? And after he said which side, the Ringgold City police officer beat him in the head, beat him in the hips, and then he tases him. And the whole situation, this guy is he's not resisting. He's asking him which direction he'd like him to turn over. Like, hey, you say jump, how high? And it's bad. And it didn't get de-escalated until a female officer showed up. And this guy's on paid leave, or is it paid leave or unpaid leave?
I don't know. I don't know if it says.
I'll catch you.
I'm sure you'll find it, but
He's on paid administrative leave.
that's just for now.
Pending internal investigation. But I can tell you that this guy's cooked.
Mm-hmm.
And here I'm gonna go ahead and put it up. I'm gonna do it. Let's see. It's like 1-5, Mr. Producer. We're gonna hear this from the news.
you, Dylan. Continuing with our top stories tonight, Rincon police are responding to a now viral video that shows a use of force incident that happened over the
250,000
weekend.
views last time I checked.
WTOC's Lindsay Stanger joins us now from the newsroom. And Lindsay, what have you found out about this situation?
Well, Rincon police have offered up a statement saying that they do know about the video and they've been actively investigating.
Here you go.
This video was sent to our newsroom Saturday, and it shows officers trying to put handcuffs on someone and take them into custody on Saturday in a parking lot in Rincon. We have reached out to Rincon police, who told us that several people were taken into custody as a result of this event, more than what is shown in this video. You can hear the officers say, "Put your hands behind your back." Then it appears that the officer tases the man that's already on the ground. After the exchange, you hear the officers telling the man to roll over, to which he responds with, "What side?" That's what you heard earlier in that video. In a statement, Rincon police
They did do
posted
some
on
editing to that
social
video.
media today that
They
says,
put the ending
"As
in the
of
front."
Any use of force by our officers. This incident is being thoroughly renewed through our internal review process to ensure all actions were taken in accordance with department policy and applicable law. The department goes on to say that the officer involved has been placed on administrative leave pending the outcome of this internal investigation.
Honestly, now that I see that female's officer involvement was a little bit more than initially. It's
Also, has our country learned nothing?
yeah. I mean, hey,
Nothing at all.
and let me tell you, I saw this guy's Facebook account. He only has like eight pieces of media on the whole thing. They have like a total of 50 views total, and then he's got this one. It's about to hit 300K.
It only takes one.
And so, I mean, that's why you see it all chopped up on the news. I mean, I assume they say, whatever. But anyhow,
Moving on.
This guy, but listen, this guy, he's cooked. He's cooked. So he can go and sit with Derek Chauvin. So, because this one right here there is no two sides to this story. You saw it, folks. Let me tell you, he's cooked. In my opinion, what's the investigation taking so long for? Take his gun, take his badge, take his paycheck. Have a good one. We don't need those guys as officers anyways, period. Right to work state. Bye. Have a good one.
Well, is Georgia right to work too?
Well, the problem, yeah. And the problem is they can't find, they can't find anybody to replace them. So these are the assholes we got on the street. Anyways,
Yep.
Moving right along with a little bit of similar news on the Bluffton Parkway. A vehicle was towing a trailer. Trailer came unhitched from the tow vehicle, and must have been there for at least a period of time. But at 10:34 a.m. approximately, there were two individuals, I'm sure, standing by the trailer to alert traffic that they were disabled. And this is what I'm assuming, but there were two individuals standing by the trailer, and a Jeep RAV4 hit the trailer and killed a 51 or 52-year-old Argentinian man.
Oh, what?
Argentinian man.
Got you.
Argentina.
Yeah, it's been a real brutal year for just our island and area. Just everything.
Beaufort County, 13 traffic-related fatalities this year, and I had a source tell me that there's usually one a month. 13 would be high for one a month. He said it was a lot. So we're at 13, and we're in August. So
I think there was another fatality.
And hey, the ones
this
out on the
morning.
interstate don't count. That's not Beaver County. Yemassee is not Beaver County. So Yemassee is Jasper County. I'm saying Beaufort County, 13. That does not include you, Jasper. You guys have probably more because of that stretch of 95.
And don't forget about all the rip current deaths that we've been having. That's not good either.
Yeah, I found out though. I don't think one of the drownings that was in Beaufort County it did not involve a rip current. It was an unrelated situation.
Oh, the guy.
There was 5 drownings. One of them was not rip current related.
Is that the guy that was found on the beach?
No.
feel like there was.
No, there's community pool. That's all I'll say.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's just a drowning, and it wasn't a child. So
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, next
now,
we're
you know,
going to talk
yeah,
about
the weather.
The weather. It's been a little bit excessive with this rain the last few days, actually. We got dumped on the sun tonight, actually. That was pretty intense. But there now are flood watches active through the coastal counties well into the week. Like I said last time, there's nowhere for this water to go at this point. So watch the areas that you know could easily get flooded.
Yeah, so there's a low pressure system off the coast. I don't know, I guess that they're calling it a tropical disturbance. That doesn't scare me, and it shouldn't scare any of you. But now all it means is it's going to rain, and we don't know how much. And I don't think. Look at, we were talking about this with. I was being discussed at the networking meeting. If the weatherman says it's not going to rain in the afternoon, it's gonna. You can bet your bottom dollar on it. If he says it's going to rain in the afternoon, you can roll the dice. That's about how good the weatherman is right now.
But you know what
Wouldn't you love to have a job where you're wrong 50% of the time and you keep your job?
I am.
That's awesome. I mean, this guy, he's probably, the weatherman's wrong like 75% of the time this time of year.
I think I blow people's minds when people don't realize that when it says like 75% chance of rain, that's not just a chance that it's going to rain. It's the area of which that area will most likely get rained on. A lot of people don't realize that percentage. I mean, I just found it out not that long ago.
Oh, you didn't know that?
A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people just assume that it means like, well, there's a 75% chance it's going to rain today, so I might as well stay indoors.
That's correct.
Yeah, but if you look at the weather chart and see that it's like, oh, part of the day is going to be 75 and then it drops significantly, which is normal around here.
Right.
In the summer.
Usually it starts low and then it'll build up and then that's the life cycle of a storm.
Now, I took with that storm that came in this afternoon, that was some scary.
You don't get much warning with those because of the frontal.
I took a picture of it in the Publix parking lot and was like, good thing I live right around the corner.
Yeah. And you know what? I just took that pilot's license and I'll think about what that is. Just give me a second. It's a frontal cloud, but it's, there's a word for it. It's an anvil top. That's what it is.
It was pretty
They
dark.
call them anvil tops because it looks like the top of an anvil.
It's super
and
dark.
They're dark. And let me tell you, they got some punch behind them.
They did today.
And it's right before them. The weather will be really calm. There will be very little wind.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And that's what you want to be scared of because it's pulling the wind that was with you, with it. And it's usually within the front or very shortly therein. You're looking at massive cloud to ground and tornadoes. So, and look, there's been an immense amount of tornadoes this year for a while. Remember we were watching those videos?
Yep.
And let me tell you, I don't know why those people live out there in the Midwest. I don't. And I mean,
we live in a low country flooding area.
Every single one of those videos, and they were all from different days, looked like it could be a video from Twister.
Yeah. And people just stand there and record it.
I mean, it is, in their, thank God, I mean, not thank God they're out there. No, it shouldn't be anywhere, but in the Midwest, there's some vast land, but if it hits a town, if we had the kind of tornadoes that they have here, it would level complete areas. I've been through 2 tornadoes now, and let me tell you, there's nothing. Your brick house doesn't stand a chance in a bad tornado. It doesn't. It'll blow the sucker right over. It'll huff and it'll puff and it'll blow that baby down.
Thank you, big bad wolf.
Yeah, for sure.
So, oh, no. Absolutely.
Yeah. So, as I said before, back by request, popular demand, and the fact that it's a growing, trending news topic. And today, August 5th, 2025, there was some news. So we figured no better time to go ahead and bring it back up. And we live in Jasper County. So we had a lot of our listeners from Jasper County go, hey, I wish you would have said a little bit more about the state taking over the Jasper County School District and
We found
that
out more
situation.
deets.
So, I have a lot to say about this. We have a child that is governed by the Jasper County School District, and I have been seeing these deficits in his education for a while, and knew this was coming from somewhere, and now we know where. So, having say that, there was some fiscal mismanagement and leadership dysfunction, they say. But we're going to dive into that. But I will tell you that the board, or the state school board, held a vote today, and it was unanimously voted that the state take over the Jasper County school systems in the school board. So, what does that mean? And I'll tell you, they named a interim superintendent. Her name is Laura Hickson. I know nothing about her. So that is not, I'm glad we have one. Hope she's good, because she has got a mountain of shit to climb. And I wish her the best. I really do. Because the one thing that we can say negatively about Jasper County is their schools suck. And imagine if we don't have to say that anymore. Hopefully, Laura Hickson, Godspeed, my friend. I wish you the best. Good luck. And if you need any support, let the Lowcountry Unscripted podcast know.
So for
we'd love to have you on the show, as a matter of fact. If you listen to this, we'd love to have you on the show so you could tell us what changes are going to be made from the state level, which is now, Gina, tell them how long that this could be going on for.
So for those that don't realize what happens when the state takes control of a school district, basically that means that the school board itself is completely dissolved. So all those people that were on the school board, they gone. Also, that means that the state is the one that makes decisions. You can't, as a community member or parent, go to the school board anymore to voice a complaint. You have to voice it through the state. So that could potentially be frustrating for people or not frustrating for people. But this, in a minimum, is going to be they're under state control now, this school district, for at least 3 years. They can give it back to the district if they feel like it's repaired, but it can last as long, if not longer, of 6+ years. So Jasper County has a lot of work to do. This means that teachers, need to be aware of this regardless, because their certifications and things like that.
Look, I'll just say we get a letter to our house from Jack's school, and I'm not going to call the school out. We get a letter from them every year saying, listen, we just have to advise you that one of Jack's teachers does not have a degree, but she's going through continuing education to get it. Yeah, right there's part of the problem. Every teacher in every school should have a degree. Listen, where Gina and I are from, they don't need to just have a degree. They have to have a master's degree at a minimum to teach secondary education, period. Master's degree, not a 4-year teaching degree. They all have to have, at a minimum, a master's degree.
The problem is
now they're
that there
tenured
aren't
up there
enough people going back to school for education. People would rather homeschool their kids than send their kids to a public school.
Hey, it's getting that way. Elon Musk is about to come out with a robot, $20,000-$30,000. Listen, everybody take your kids out of schools and let his robot homeschool your kids. They'll be geniuses. Maybe if they don't have any kids going to the school, then look at the state's gonna come in here and look at all the code violations that this building probably has, because looks like it is falling over.
Mm-hmm.
What do they do? Find temp? I don't know. I think they come in here and there's gonna be, because of the mismanagement.
They're gonna reestablish the staff. I'm sure there's gonna be staffing changes. They're gonna figure out how to hopefully get some more buses.
No, competent bus drivers.
That too.
They've got the buses. It's just they don't.
Well, that's part of the bus is the driver.
I think maybe that's gotten better, that situation. So I don't know. We'll see at the beginning of the school year, because it was 2 school years ago that.
There was no bus.
Well, and they dropped a kid off 6 miles from his house, and his parents went looking for him.
Kindergartner.
Yeah, and they found him walking down the road.
He's like 5 years old.
What?
Yep, that was a problem.
That is not. Oh, that's not good.
I think that was like.
And it was at night too, because the
They
parents
kept them
were
all day
alarmed.
because they kept the kids on the bus like all day because they had
was on
only
the way
one
home.
driver for like a ton of
Yeah,
people.
they did shifts.
Yeah, and it was not good.
They would go grab kids and run back and deliver those, run back and get another load. And this kid, I mean, I think they said he was dropped off around 6:30, 6:45 at a residence, but it was not his. And it was like 6 miles from his house, so the kid just started walking, but he was in kindergarten. And it was dark out when his parents found him. Like, what kind of, I just couldn't believe that. But it is true.
Yep.
This kind of stuff should not be happening. Where we're from, it doesn't happen. And it's it's just mismanagement. I hope they're going to clean the place out. The state doesn't mess around.
That's true.
I mean, and I'm sure at the state level there's some waste, fraud, and abuse. But the fact of the matter is they need to clean that out. Our taxes are way higher than they should be.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
And
they're just
especially for all the growth that's coming in here. As this growth comes in here, our taxes actually should be coming back to like Beaufort County levels.
Mm-hmm.
Because
nice.
it just doesn't make any sense.
No.
And then they in some places like Yemassee has this food service tax. So if you buy something at McDonald's or Hardee's, you have to pay a
servicing fee.
Yeah, it's 3.5%.
Mm-hmm.
So in total, you add that to what is now 9% sales tax in Jasper County.
Yep.
Then yeah, you're up to 12.5% for your cheeseburger.
Yeah. Great times.
And your cheeseburger's like $6. And for just a cheeseburger
At McDonald's.
Yeah, get a combo. You get it, it's just $12. Okay, no, it's $13.20. At $13.20 to register, payable in cash.
Yep.
Yeah. So, oh boy, yeah. So we have a problem there, and like I said, we have the reason we know this is we have a student who is an attendee of a school that is governed by this, and let me tell you,
It's a step up.
Listen, this kid shouldn't. He's in the top 10 in his class, and I'm telling you, this kid should not have passed the 6th grade. It's this is low hanging fruit. Can't do 2-digit math. So 73 plus 92, you're gonna have about 5 minutes before the answer comes up.
And most kids can't write their names.
So they don't even know what a signature is.
They're starting to apparently bring it back in the younger grades. But I'm like, great. So there's a whole generation that doesn't know how to read cursive, sign cursive.
I think still, if you ask Jack today,
he can't.
If you say, "Hey, sign your name," he just just writes JACK.
Yep.
And then there's no you gotta be like, no, you gotta put your last name. A signature, they don't know what it is.
No. I'll be teaching him that this year, so
he's
can
17.
Be good to go before he turns.
Well, because when he turns 18, you gotta give him his social and all that stuff.
Yep.
So he should have his social now. But
he's got to sign it right now.
He's got to sign for a driver's license.
Yep.
There's a lot of things. He'll have to sign his lease. He doesn't want to sign it like a 3rd grader. That's what's happening though. The schools, what it boils down to, his school they don't give a shit. That's the way I see it. I mean, these kids are nothing but a number. Because when I see the work they turn in, and then they give them a trophy essentially. Work that I wouldn't give him a 50 on, they give him 100. And then give him a 0, and then give him a 0 because somebody in his group used ChatGPT. Maybe these kids, ChatGPT could homeschool them better. They'll get a better education using AI than they will with any educator. AI is bipartisan. It is non-political. There is no bullshit. And it stands behind it. I mean, yes, it hallucinates a little bit, but it's not going to hallucinate while educating you about something. Its hallucinations are, if you ask it, hey, do you think it's a good idea if, and whatever that statement is, how that works is if you tell it, hey, do you think it's a good idea if I roll cigars up in toilet paper and then sell them on the corner? And they'll be like, yes, that's an extremely profitable business. I think you need to start your website now. No, that's a hallucination from AI. It's just telling you what you want to hear. But if you tell it, you are an expert in education and you are to homeschool my children, and hit enter, just follow the prompts it asks you after that and let it homeschool your kids. Because at that time, it is only an expert to homeschool your children. It has an access interface to YouTube. It'll pop up educational videos when necessary. Honestly, your kids are going to be better off there until they fix the school system. That's it. That's my take on it. That's my rant.
Very good.
They need to fix it. Godspeed, ma'am. We'd love to talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think that it's going to move in a positive direction. I feel really good about Jasper County. I really do. I don't think we're going to leave here. We'll probably be here for a little bit. And I feel good about the area. I feel good about the development. I don't want them to overdevelop. There's a few things that could be done better, like developing our neighborhood. They could have left some of the trees up. They didn't have to clear. They didn't. I don't know why they're just clear cutting all this stuff down. Leave some trees in people's yards.
I guess it just depended on if the people wanted them in their yard or
No,
not.
it didn't. They clear cut the whole place. It does not matter. There's not on any of these new houses. They do not have a tree on there unless it was planted by a landscape company.
No,
They clear cut them all. So that's why you saw it right
I'm
over
not
here.
saying I promote it.
Yeah, it's awful. So, and then what that did was when my trees got taken down by a tornado, because the developer, he used up our tree removal quota. Like you do, you have to leave like so much percentage on a piece of property. Well, they'd come in here and started their construction, and because they had taken out so many trees, I had to pay for a permit to get the trees taken out. That was $1,000. And then I had to pay $5,000 to get the trees cleaned up. And then I had to pay for, they're called mitigation trees. They have to be 3 inches at breast height. Around, they're like 4-year-old, 5-year-old trees. They're $1,500 a piece. Plus, you got to pay somebody with a bobcat, because they're 850 pounds a piece to come. It was an expensive venture. It shouldn't be that way. 2 trees in our backyard. When those things are full grown, they just come down. They're going to be encroaching on everybody's property, and then they're going to fall in the house. That's where Hardyville told me I had to plant them. I'm like, gotcha. Aye.
Hey, at least they grew. Like they're doing well.
Yeah, they're doing really well. They're doing better than our lemon and lime bush. The
I know.
lime bush is the lemon bush is doing better than the lime. The
Well,
lemon,
I think it doesn't help that the deer freaking just kept
They don't.
eating it.
it's not being eaten. It's
Disease.
It's got a black soot on it. It's just got to be washed off, and I put the fertilizer, the correct stuff in there, but
Got it.
it's because the weeds, when you let the weeds grow up underneath, like, because Jack has not,
Look, we need
but the
landscaping done
weeds
correctly.
apparently grow some kind of, it's like a fungus or something, but it doesn't really harm them. It's just it covers up the sun being able to transfer into the plant's leaf. So
Got it.
but yeah, we got somebody. I already got somebody to do landscaping.
Is it Nathan?
Yes.
Nathan Guernsey.
Yes, Nathan Guernsey.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Garden of Eden.
Yes.
Garden of Eden landscape and hardscape design. Yep.
Yes.
I did my research, and he's gonna be back. He's gonna give us an estimate this week.
You'll see him at BNI tomorrow.
I will. I think he said he'd be out this week. So
Yes.
we're gonna
That
turn
makes me happy.
we're gonna turn his website on and
That makes me happy.
get him on social media and all that stuff.
We
So
can help contain this crazy yard of ours that we have.
Yeah, and there's
Never
something.
thought that it was that like insane to take care of, but honestly, the landscapers kept those bushes and stuff like way under control, and those things
That's
are
because
so
they
hard
did
to
them
deal
every
with.
week.
I know.
They would
but I'm
just
just
chop one,
saying.
they would get a little bit off.
I know, but like I hate doing that stuff, and I would rather leave it to professionals so it looks really good, and then our house value looks nice. You know,
Well,
our neighbors
we
like
got one.
nice.
We got one lined up, so that's the bottom line. I think
Nathan.
we've mentioned you guys. We got a couple of sponsors coming around, but hey, there is one thing, an important thing that now that we've well, let me tie the news up here first, okay? Let's go to I want to go and talk about the Hilton Head or Savannah Hilton Head International Airport. They just received, or they're launching a $220 million or something to that neighborhood, $225 million airport terminal and runway expansion project, which I think, yes, is needed. I don't think the area can handle the traffic. It might make airfares go down. It's going to make access to other cities probably more accessible. For example, you're not just going to be able to fly to a hub where you're going to get a connection.
It'd be nice if it was just a direct flight. Remember how little direct flights there are?
I think they only have like, is it 18 gates or something at the most? And that's not that many.
I don't mind taking a connecting flight if it's the right airport. If it's the wrong airport, I'm like, no.
But I mean, so we've got the one in Hilton Head, you know, and I think that eases some of the traffic over there, you know. But I mean, the fact of the matter is when you start stretching out to more cities, and I mean, they're going to have to, because when population grows, these people are going to want to have more access to the rest of the United States. If we want industry to grow, if we want business to grow here, businessmen, companies need an airport where their executives can have direct access to the remaining part 48. So, and if they don't, they're not going to build here.
Right.
Just look at Atlanta. You can go anywhere every hour. Every hour, Atlanta has a flight to every single destination in the world. Every hour, one takes off. Period.
Look how horrible the traffic is in Atlanta, though.
I should say every major destination in the world, but I know that's every hour. Every hour, they definitely have one, if not two flights, multiple flights, but at a minimum one every hour to every single destination within the continental 48 United States and Alaska. That's a fact. And that is one busy airport. I'm not talking that stretch, but even if you go to look at Charleston has more. I believe Charleston has more gates than we do.
I don't know. It's cheaper to try and fly into Charleston sometimes.
Yeah, no, but I mean, Charlotte Douglas. That's not quite the size of what we need here. We don't need a hub, but I mean, just something a little bit larger. I mean,
I do like the Charlotte airport.
Hey, Tampa. If you ever been to Tampa, Tampa's a good example. Tampa Airport, it's beautiful. It's nice. It's a great size. The Tampa Airport is about what I see Savannah as. So, Tampa or West Palm.
Yep.
And hey, that's what we need. So it's I know it might bring some more people in here, like tourists and stuff. Geez, what are you doing over there?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Didn't realize it was so close to my head. Apologies.
Holy smokes.
Sorry. Really didn't mean to do that.
I can't control this shit going on over there, folks. So
okay, one time.
Anyhow, but yeah, so that's I don't know. Let us know in the comments how you feel about Lowcountry, and I think I just don't think Pooler. I don't think that exit can't handle the traffic now. So they're gonna have to figure something else out. Maybe another exit. I don't know.
They just keep adding more and more stuff.
They should build an overpass, an exit just for the airport. You know how you go up north and we have exits just for the airports. It's like this exit doesn't go anywhere else but the airport.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, if you accidentally get off at it, you're screwed. And it's a bad mistake. This is why we know it. You don't make it. Because when you do make it, you're like, shit, I just pulled into the airport. You got to drive around the terminal to get back out.
And thankfully, it's not a big terminal, but you still have to drive all the way through up.
But down here, most of them, they're not like that. It's like you get off and you go down the road, and then it's like, oh, the airport's down here. And then once you commit, you commit. But when you turn left, like you can bust a U-turn. Aside from that, you're going to the airport. So, in some of the places, you can't make a U-turn. There are no U-turn signs there. Be cautious of that. The only places you can make a U-turn is on Gulfstream, is at Gulfstream Road where the traffic light is.
Very true.
So I do believe that's the case. I've seen the no U-turns in there.
Right.
And it's not a place to take a truck either, a big truck. You sometimes you have to. And you got to take Gulfstream Road all the way around, but you're not supposed to. There's no trucks. So.
Thank you.
That place, and that's another thing. They run, I think it's 5 shifts. They like their employees, they can stagger them in. They have a lot of husband and wife couples that work at Gulfstream because of that. Like if the kids need to be at school, they let one parent come down. They start at a different time. But I'll tell you, that place is so big that when they do shift changes, the traffic is a nightmare.
Oh yeah.
And like I don't know if anybody's been back there, but so their main employee entrance is off of Gulfstream Road.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not something you see going into the airport. It's like dug way back on the airfield.
That's the back entrance, right?
It's the main employee gate for their factory back.
Yeah.
That's in the airfield,
Mm-hmm.
and it is massive.
Mm-hmm.
If it is massive, you wouldn't think. I mean, I know they're a large company, but it's not like they just. You would think they. I mean, I don't know how many planes they pump out a year, but I know it's not more than. I couldn't be more than 20.
No,
There's
is
no way.
Esteban?
There's no way. I know Elon just got delivery of his the first G7 or G8, a G8 Trans Global. So I think that jet was probably he probably paid I bet you because of the way he had outfitted $250 million.
Ridiculous, if you ask me.
Drop in the bucket for Elon.
I know.
Drop in the bucket. So, anyways, moving along to a very important topic I would like to discuss.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you who follow the Jillian's Love Lives On Foundation, I didn't realize this, but I spoke with her father. I spoke with Ron. He's a good friend of mine, and he alerted me of the fact that that today, August the 5th, was the day that Jillian was taken off life support, and that she was taken off life support, and she passed at 11:11 a.m. I believe, and that's quite something. And Gina's got a little something she's going to say about that, but I do want to say this. Ron contacted me because, just to say, hey, let's put something up on the foundation page, which, we do the media for. And so I said, no problem. Go ahead, check it out. It's a post in memory of Jillian.
We watched her rise into the arms of peace. Now she's watching over us. Jillian was taken by violence, but her love lives on through her son, Aiden. Please support the Jillian's Love Lives On Foundation as we work to end the cycle of violence and bring healing to families.
And it's, we can, hopefully it drives some donations. So get on there and share it with your friends. The QR code is on the post. It's on the video at the end. And if you just click on her page, the link is also right there in front of her page. It's also in the description in the video. I've posted on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that video will be under the Lowcountry Unscripted podcast YouTube page. So it is posted there, and it will also be on the Play Home Technologies YouTube page. As soon as we just have to work with the access. We'll get that taken care of tomorrow. So, aside from that, we just want to think about Jillian right now and think about her family. And I know for a fact, Lowcountry, I can tell you, she is watching us down here. She's doing some pretty amazing things for her family right now. I think they're about to run into a bunch of good fortune, and you know what? They need it. They need a break. So,
So the
everything looks
significance
good.
of 11:11 is especially because of the fact that she is watching over us as the angels do. 1111 means that angels are around or near. And it's one of my favorite numbers, and I have it on a necklace, which I wear pretty much. I would say I layer it with my nameplate necklace, but I wear it all the time. And I am not someone that easily gets surprised by things. But when Brian mentioned that that was when she passed away, it all made sense. 1111 is a very significant number for various reasons for me, but really it's because I know that there are certain angels watching over me and my son and Brian all the time. Everyone has their own angels. And I think Jillian is watching out over all of us now because, I mean, I consider Ron and his family to be part of our family now.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what it was. I didn't at first, and I don't think Ron did, but something brought Ron and I together. And I know exactly what it was. I know exactly what it is without a fraction of a shadow of a doubt. I know for a fact
Everything happens
it's
for a
Jillian.
reason.
So we're going to continue to talk about her. We're going to continue to make sure that the word gets out and to help combat and fight violence and help the families of those that it impacted.
Absolutely.
And help them. It's tragic. It really is tragic. And so
It's
and we're
humbling.
working on a show right now. Hopefully, I won't get too involved in it, but I'll just say that there are people. If you've been on her Facebook page, Anjanette Levy, she did a special on Jillian and that situation. The boyfriend was a psychopath. The details are on there. She's now run a second podcast about it. So first, I think it was a cable show. She's run a podcast. It's on her podcast. It was posted July 14th. If you want to look it up on Spotify. And let's just say they got. I guess there was a few facts they got wrong, but they reported on it a couple times. We've reached out to them. And we're in the process of hopefully setting up the interview to have her on the Lowcountry Unscripted podcast. So Anjanette Levy from Law and Crime and possibly the reporter, the individual from the Island Packet, so we can get some awareness out and just kind of correct some of the inaccuracies of maybe what has been put out there. And plus, I think Ron and Beth have something that they have their part they have their part of the story they want to tell, and how it all went down, the things that they didn't get to hear about in court, and you're not going to find out about, or you're going to have to go through FISA court, which that's Freedom of Information Act for those of you who don't know. Okay, and when you make a FISA request, it takes usually 10 to 14 business days for you to get that stuff back. But don't even bother with it because we're going to have them on the show, so you're going to find out everything. I know it. I know the facts. I don't know probably 100% of them because it seems like I find out something new every day from this guy because he's so interesting.
He is.
Yeah.
we always have interesting people.
His dad
show.
invents 911.
That is.
That's the kind of. What an interesting dude.
What an interesting.
Family. He lives around here. We got him on the show or something. I wonder if maybe he'd be interested. I forgot. I didn't even tell. Maybe I got to talk around about that.
I'm sure Ron will probably bring it up.
Yeah. So. So we're setting that up. We're going to get Aiden out here.
Yep.
We're going to have Aiden on the show. He's going to make an appearance. And I think he's pretty excited about that.
Yep.
Yeah, he's but we're going to keep talking about them. We're going to keep this momentum going. And
it's all for the greater good.
I did get a word that they have received some more donations. So once again, thank you, Lowcountry. The donations are coming in right through the link on Facebook. Keep up the good work because there's no better cause, and we're gonna help get the word out. Hopefully, through some pretty neat media, and we're gonna make some appearances, and it's gonna be fun, and it's gonna be a success. And I wish the foundation all the joy in the world because that's what Jillian's down here giving back to us. I feel more joyful being in this situation.
Well, it's doing good deeds
and doing this for her foundation. Like I've never
Yeah.
felt better, more better about something in my entire life.
It's a very, very good cause and a very, very good purpose.
Yeah, I'm stoked about it. I mean, I'm pumped. Like I enjoy talking about it. I enjoy dealing with her mom and dad, with Ron and Beth. They're fantastic people. They operate a fantastic business here locally. This is a guy that gives more than he gains, and he would give you the shirt off his back. He treats people with the utmost respect and dignity, and he's a true gentleman around here. So if you don't know him, take a moment to reach out to him and get to know the guy. He's a fantastic businessman. He runs a very successful business. 2 of them, Play Home Technologies and Coastal Lighting Studios.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I can't say enough good about the guy. He's a leader. He's a director of a large networking group here in the South Carolina Lowcountry. He's been a director, and it takes a while to do that stuff. So, and like I said, he's a guy that he gives way more than he gains. And I've seen the numbers. And it's not just about the numbers. It's not about the business. He's like that. That's how he runs his life. You don't just run your business like that and not run your life like that. You're not glass half full or glass half empty if you give or gain. You either give, you're either a giver, or you just sit back and gain. But the more you give to people, the more you end up getting back in the end. And that's what the bottom line is. So, and Ron gives a lot to a lot of people. He treats people with, I just can't say enough good about him. So if you don't know him, get to know him. Reach out to him. So anyways, about appearances, and this will be the last thing we roll out into. I just want to say, I don't think a day goes by that I don't think about the World Oddities Expo that is going on in Savannah September 13th. And
Very exciting.
Look, we got tickets to the Bills game this year. I think right now the number one hot spot on my seat right now for the remainder of 2025. I mean, I've been to a Bills game, but I've never been to the World Oddities Expo. And when I go to something for the first time, you got to understand, folks, I have a photographic memory. I only need to be there once. Gina knows I only have to go somewhere once. I can revisit it at any point. So I've never been to this, and I take in a lot. And I'm going to be there with the camera. Actually, our son is going to be filming us, and I told him about that, and he is pumped about that. So I'm like, listen,
he likes doing his own videos too, so he's good.
Yeah, so I'm going to start training him. We're going to put him through a little school. I'm going to put him through some camera operator school, Osmo Pocket 3 operator guide.
Right.
Presented by Coastal Solutions Education Department. And then just kind of show him how to walk and frame the shots. And I'm going to put the cage and hopefully put the phone on it for him so he's got a little bigger screen. Mm-hmm. And we are going to report live from where you saw the sharp-toothed beaver.
The sharp-toothed
That's
beaver.
right.
We are still not going to that room full of dolls.
Yeah, the sharp-nosed beaver.
We're not going to the room full of dolls.
I don't know that there is a room full of dolls. I think
it's
there.
this whole section where people have them for sale. I don't want to be near it.
Well, but this is what I'm telling you. I think they're everywhere. This is not just like, oh, this is a doll section. Don't go over here if you don't want dolls. No,
the big
this is going
to be about that is the fact that the comedian Matt Rife just bought the house of the paranormal, like, I don't know, super couple who own the Annabelle doll that supposedly like freaking scares the shit out of people and like moves and shit. It's like a real freaking thing in the paranormal world, in the occult. It's crazy. This doll is cursed. And Matt Rife bought it. I don't want to be in a cult.
She
not
loves
ever.
Cults.
I like education on cults.
She loves cults.
I don't love cults. I just like to know stuff, and they fascinate me. Like, why would you want someone to tell you what to do all the time like that? You like sit down on this bench and don't talk. We're going to shock you if you give us the wrong answer.
There's got to be some kind of benefit.
There's no benefit. There's no benefit to me watching that stuff. It's just like me watching like
I don't know.
crime documentaries.
I can tell you right now that all those cult leaders are mega, mega, mega wealthy.
Well, most of them are dead.
They're
Not all
wealthy.
of them, but the Scientology people, don't even get me started. I went on a tangent one
Oh,
day
they're
about
wealthy
them.
too. They're wealthy, but we won't
can't-
get into that. But
Mm-mm.
anyways, back to the World Oddities Expo. This is how I think it's gonna go. So if you're not a player, just let me know now.
No, I'm gonna go.
Okay, well,
we're
this
gonna
is how I think-
film
this
some,
is
and then
how
we're
I-
gonna have a little fun.
This is what's in my mind how this plays out. You
Mhm.
could be walking through the aisles of the expo and a clown jump out from between the displays and scare the shit out of you while you're walking down the aisle. That's the kind of activities I could see.
Is that how
and
you
the shenanigans.
Is that how you tempted Jack to do the camera work? Because you're like, hey, there's a possibility that Mom will get scared out of her fucking mind because a
Well,
clown
no,
will jump out of the
I could
friggin'
film. I would film that because he would probably. He's
Oh,
a
so
wimp.
that's
He's
the
a pussy.
benefit.
He-
Let's see if Gina can get scared by a clown. Well,
No.
the probability is pretty much 100%.
Look, I mean, I'm just saying, if you've watched enough of, just watch enough of their videos, because if this is going to be, we're going to be reporting live there. I need you to be on your game. You need 12 out of 10.
Yo, I'm gonna dress up.
Like what?
I don't know.
A freak?
Not like a freak, but I'm gonna do something. I'll look it up.
Hey, color some of your teeth and so you can look like me. Yeah,
No.
just color one in. People be like, look at this couple. Look at this toothless bunch of morons.
No, I'll do something. I don't know what it is yet, Lowcountry, but I'm going to do something different. I always do. Yep.
Well, I don't know. So wait, but it's not. I mean, it's not even around Halloween. You're not gonna put like a Halloween costume. You might watch some videos. People do dress up there.
People
but
do dress up. You're
yeah,
right.
check out what they got going on. I mean, I think they dress up and they wrap. Like
You don't have to
wrap
worry.
like an iguana around their head or something.
You don't
but
have
not
to
a
worry
real
about
one.
me.
I
I
know
could
that,
dress like
yeah.
in full goth and no one would even care because that's just the vibe there.
She does do a good job for Halloween, folks. So we'll make sure to. Hey, maybe we'll do a Halloween special.
I think it would be fun.
We are okay.
Dress up.
Start count. I don't know if I'll be dressed up because it's really hard. It would be really hard for me to be in a costume operating this stuff.
No, I could find something for you.
I don't know. We'll think about it.
You could
Anyways,
be Maverick and Tom
we'll
Cruise.
do a Halloween episode.
You know what? Just put your top hat
Hey,
on.
Halloween's on a weekend, isn't it?
It's a Friday.
It's a Friday. Oh, okay. Well, we'll do an episode. Maybe we can do it. We'll do it
The day before.
or earlier. No, we'll do it
So we
earlier
can
on.
release it on Halloween. Maybe.
We'll do it earlier on, and but you can't do it the day before. You're gonna dress up. You're gonna dress
I
up
can
2
dress
days
up
in a
every
row.
day. Hell yeah.
Oh, not if your outfit requires one of those 3-hour. Remember what was it?
My makeup session?
Yeah, you were that one year, and it took you like 3.5 hours to do your makeup. It was when you worked at the Marriott. I can't remember what it was. Here's pictures of it. You have him.
Am I wearing a white
You
wig?
were at the front desk. No, it was. Anyways, folks,
Oh, that was a long time ago.
yeah, it was a long time ago. But she took her hours. I think because she had to go to work, and
It was just the eye. It was just the eye that I had.
she
to
wasn't out
circle
on night
around.
shift. She wasn't. You worked 11 to 7 that day, and she got up at like 4 a.m. and started getting ready.
I did not.
I remember it.
I did not.
Mhm. I was truck driving.
I would have
pretty
been.
sure.
No, I wasn't working night shift that night. That was a daytime shift because I was with Callie and Jasmine that day.
Oh,
There's a picture.
that's right.
We circus animals.
We lived in Bluffton.
No, we were still on the island at that
We
point.
were. Oh, this was a long time ago. Anyways, so we've got that I'm just so excited about, that Oddities Expo. And I'm telling you, if anybody who knows me and knows my media, and if you haven't checked it out, coastalsolutionsmedia.com, I don't do anything. I will make sure to capture some footage.
He's
it's-
very excited.
It's going to be quality.
Actually, so am I. I know Jack is too. We're
Yeah.
all excited to go. I'm going to try and get more people to go.
I think we've got Christina. I told Ron about it, and I hope Ron and
I feel like
Beth
Ron
that'll
would
be
go.
gotta be so much fun. I don't think he understands what it was, and I was like, just all you got to do is watch the little segment on the podcast.
Yep.
But now next time I see him, I'll show him. I'll be like, this is what you're gonna miss out on if you don't come. Couldn't be on a better day. It's on a Saturday. It's in September. Look at NFL's not on. If you're a pro college football fan, you're probably going to be at home. I'm not going to lie.
But that's okay. We'll go to the expo. We'll tell you all about it, and then you can watch your football game, and then watch us.
You watch the
afterwards.
Bulldogs play. We'll go watch them dress up and put collars on each other and walk each other, lead each other around the expo, because there's going to be a few of those.
And that's okay too.
Yeah,
We don't judge here.
50 Shades of Grey kind of stuff there. That will be there.
I mean, I don't think it's that kind of expo.
It's not that kind of expo, but those are the people that go. It is. The submissives. You'll see it there. Yeah. I'm sure of it.
Okay.
I'm sure of it. So that's the kind of level of stuff we're talking about, people. And we're not there to people walk. I want to go there and have a great time and interact with these folks.
I want to see some
I'm
of
going
those
to interview.
acrobats.
I'm going to interview a few of them.
I want to see the
check 'em out.
acrobatics.
Oh, the Circus D'Olay, the towel gymnast, or the hanging
They're
from
like
the rings.
sheets,
Yeah,
the acrobats. I want to see
There's
that.
a term for that, using the sheets and the rings or whatever.
It's Cirque du Soleil stuff, but
And they got a sword. I don't know
I
if
don't
the
either.
sword swallower will be there. What they say is that whenever there's what do they call them? Like exhibits, or anyways, they're just
What
times
is
where
it?
the talent comes out, and they pull a rabbit out of a hat or whatever. Well, so we've seen sword swallowers, magicians, people doing some really strange things.
Well, don't people just like come out of the woodwork in different cities and be like, "Well, I just happen to swallow swords." You're like, "Oh, great."
No,
they're
they're a traveling circus.
all the time.
Yeah, it's a travel. They travel around together. They have
that's
semis.
fine.
Yeah.
Well, are you sure
It's an expo. Yeah, that's how they work. They travel around. They do the expo. These are
is
not
it like a
I
car
don't-
expo
These are not
or a
local.
boat expo where people just travel around
The
with their
talent,
boats?
the talent is not local talent. I would be very surprised if it
But
was.
if it was like someone who is like
There
semi friggin'
might be.
awesome, there might be.
yeah,
a
there
local
might be
person.
some. There might.
Hey, we
Low
can go
Country, reach out to them. Hey, reach out to the expo. I'd love to have you. I'd love to see you get a spot there, and we'll have you on the show beforehand. We'll interview you there. We'll get you some light, because I am so interested in this.
We
I'm
need to
pumped.
see The Illusionist.
I have no. Yeah, I hope
Reed
I hope
Anderson.
he's a mentalist.
Reed Anderson.
Did
I
you see
think?
the mentalist went back to the Bills locker room?
Oh, goody.
You know who I'm talking about?
No.
Yeah, the guy. He's a mentalist. He goes there before in the preseason every year.
Yeah.
And
Probably.
he does all kinds of stuff, and he reads her, And what I saw was he gave a football to Josh Allen, right? And he said, "Throw this," and the whole team is in front of him,
Mm-hmm.
and he says, "Throw this to anybody," and he threw it to Greg Rousseau, and he said, "Now, Greg," and he's like, "Hey, feel that football, squeeze it real hard." He's like, "Good," and I just sent it there on the table, right? So he sets it down, and he's like, "Now I want you to think of anywhere right now for you to go on vacation with your family." Oh, that's what the guy said. He said, "Josh, throw it to somebody who's got a family with kids."
Mm-hmm.
He goes, "Now, if you could bring your family anywhere, where would you bring them right now?" He goes, "Think about that. Don't tell me. You just go ahead and sit down." And they clap, blah, blah, blah. And he goes, "Oh, wait, hey, Greg, come on, man." He's like, "Hey." And he goes, "Hey, this football," he cuts the cake in half. He splits it in half. The football was a cake.
Oh, man, that's
Yeah,
cool.
wait. Oh, no, wait. He splits it open. It has
Uh-huh.
Mickey Mouse ears and the number 55 in it. And he goes, "Where do you want to bring your kids?" He's Disney World.
That's so
Well, he said Disney World first, and then he cut the cake open, and it had Mickey Mouse ears and his jersey number on the cake, built into the inside of the cake.
I like that. I like shit like that.
That is so wild to me, though. I mean, I'm sorry that I've seen these guys before. I went on stage with one, and they're like, "Hey," he says, "I can guess how much change is in your pocket. You got change in your pocket?" I'm like, "In a lot of it. There's no way you could." And he's like, $1.97. It's $1.97.
I don't know how people do magic tricks. I'm always
This
stumped.
is not magic. This is different. You can grab. I've seen one.
Oh, he's
you
like
can
a
grab
dude
any
that
dollar,
knows that
$20 bill.
Mm-hmm.
You just hold on to it,
Mm-hmm.
and he can tell you what the serial number is on that bill.
It's weird.
It was in your pocket. He can give it to you. Nothing. There's no slide. It's a sleight of hand. These guys, I don't know what they do. I do know what they do. They have an energy. They're
Well, I'm just
these are
saying.
mentalists. These are guys are.
Mentalists are pretty cool.
There's not much magic here. It's a mentalist.
I
It's-
know, but I'm still saying that people who
Yeah.
like do magic, I can't figure it out. Like simple card tricks, I'm just like, huh?
I'm not that quick anymore.
I'm not quick at all.
I went to my grandmother, Pierce, used to live by this World Museum of Magic in Coldwater. We went there and it was so cool. So much stuff. Because I was into that stuff. David Copperfield was my hero when I was a kid. And I went and watched him saw somebody in half at the Eastman Theater in Rochester.
I think
And
he
he
was a lot of
split
people's
them
heroes.
apart, and they were like, the legs were kicking on one side and the person's like waving their arms, and then he puts them back together and they climb out of the box like nothing ever happened.
I
That
always
shit-
like
that
when they
shit
like
made-
dunk
that shit
people
made
in
me
like the
laugh.
tank and they're all chained up and then they escape like Houdini.
Do you remember when he made the China world of the Great Wall of China
Mhm.
disappear?
Mm-hmm.
Or he walked through it.
That's right.
He walked through the Great Wall of China.
I still don't
That
understand.
thing is
that stuff.
wide.
I don't understand.
I watched it. Did you watch that when you were a kid?
Yeah, of
Live on
course.
TV,
Mhm.
countdown, and you
Yep.
saw his hand come through. He was like,
It's so weird.
hey, listen,
It's cool, but weird.
if you've seen that video, you know how good that impression is.
Anyway.
Yeah. So anyways, folks, I believe it has probably come to be that time. We're going to
pretty
probably
late.
say Gina's got to go to bed, so
I'm
we're
gonna
not
pretend
going
to sleep for a couple
Yeah,
hours.
she'll go to bed.
And then I have a dentist appointment. Yay!
Oh, that's okay. That's tomorrow, huh?
It sure is. And I go
Cool.
straight to work.
Well, we've got some shows coming up. In particular, Charles Davis. He's going to come on the show and he is going to tell you about what it is like for him living in Latitude, Margaritaville. Did they call that Hilton Head? I think so. Latitude, Margaritaville, Hilton Head. But I don't know.
I don't know.
It's Latitude, Margaritaville. If you're from around here, you know where it's at. Right out there in 278 across from Hilton Head Lakes.
Yep.
He's going to come on and tell you what's going on in there. He lives in there. He's going to give you an unbiased perspective of what, and let you know about what kind of amenities are there, what kind of groups exist there, what it's like to live there. And heck, I might go collect some footage. I might talk to him, like we'll just drive around and I'll collect some footage and we'll use it as B-roll as he goes through and explains it. So we know there's a lot of interest in Latitude, Margaritaville. So we want to get some information out there on how he feels about living in there, the things that he likes and dislikes about it.
And also, we just like Charles.
Yeah, and Charles is very good at explaining things to people and expressing his unbiased opinion about any topic, and that's what we love about him the most. Is he's a very even-keeled man. He's very
even-keeled,
even.
highly intelligent, and yet
He's very
still is,
respectable
like,
about everybody's
coolest.
everybody's opinions. He's a very I can't say enough good about the guy.
Yes. we love
So
Charles.
he's going to be back on the show. We're going to be contacting Nick DeSimone. We're going to schedule him up. Ron and Beth are going to be on the show. We've got Chip Michael Love. He's going to be back on the show. I did talk to him yesterday.
We're gonna
We
have
got a
Doug.
Chip Larkby. We've got Doug. We've got our drink sponsors coming up. We've got Maggie Blank from Lowcountry Mortgage and Jorge Campos
I was
with
gonna
top
say,
quality
is
flooring and
Jorge coming back?
I saw their signs. They're pretty sick. So should have the final numbers on those in the morning, and
Nice.
you guys will start seeing them here on this set. So with that, Lowcountry, I'm going to say keep building, keep dreaming, keep watching, subscribe, like, follow, and comment. From Lowcountry's Unscripted, thank you for your support. Have a good night.
Night, y'all.